It is absolutely bucketing down out there. Oh no, we've got a leak in the van.
Holy crap, look at that.
Man, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, right, that is insane. No bloody way. The world famous concrete crapper. Holy freaking moly, check that out, insane. That's a dumping of 180 mil, baby. Holy crap, that is unbelievably beautiful. G'day legends, over the next 3 days we're going to be bunkered down in my camper van trying to survive a South Australian storm coming through. This summer has been one of the hottest summers on record, 48 degrees consecutively. It has been roasting hot. Even right now it's about 34 degrees and close to 90% humidity. And we're expecting 140 mil of rain over the next 3 days. Now I know you guys from Queensland are probably sitting there laughing at your little brothers thinking, we get that in a couple of hours sometimes. But it's like taking an Aussie to Vancouver and say, try and survive in your wardrobe over in Vancouver. It just doesn't mix. No different here. This right here turned to an absolute slosh pot. So I'm doing right now, packing up and getting out of here and heading to a donation camp called Menimpi in the Eyre Peninsula. I'm basically dead smack in the centre of Australia, down on the Eyre Peninsula. And we're going to survive the next 3 days living inside that van. The reason I want to head there is it's a bit safer, it's close to the main road, because I have no idea. It's my first time living out of this van with that much rain. But also, when we're going to break in the rain, I can head out and do some walks close to there, because there are some things to see, because I would go absolutely brain shit crazy living in this van, cooped up for 3 days. But right now, let's pack up. It's only about 2 hours before this rain comes in for the next 3 days. Let's go. So we've arrived at our campsite for the next 3 days to survive this brutal storm in Menimpa, however you say it, donation campground. And the promotional team for this campsite deserve a pay rise. The Concrete Crappa. That is magnificent. I absolutely love it. You deserve a bloody pay rise. There we have it. There we have it. The world famous Concrete Crappa. You're guilty. Rightio, I've made an executive decision because old Matt made an absolute stupid decision. Prior to this, I was parked over there under the trees, and for 2 reasons it didn't work. Starlink just wouldn't connect, and when it did, it was very shifty. So obviously over the next couple of days, I need to do plenty of work, watch TV, and I need Starlink as much as I possibly can. It's my boredom factor to get away from just sitting in the van, rotting myself to sleep. And secondly, I need to gather as much solar as I possibly can. I know it's going to be raining, but even now, watching TV, using Starlink, and obviously the fridge and freezer on, I'm still breaking even, if not just losing a little bit. Rather than just losing all 12, 15 amp, I'm losing just a little bit. There's one massive negative about this campsite, and you're about to hear it go past. I'm right next to the Eyre Highway. It's good because this won't get boggy, but if it does, I've got bitumen just there. But unfortunately, you've got massive trucks because this is the road to get from east to west in Australia. Massive trucks driving all night. And probably 6 AM in the morning, they are starting up. But for me, I would literally need one of these big buggers right here to drive through my camper van to wake me up, because once I am out, I am zonked out. Nothing is waking me up. But if it is too annoying, I can't move far, to be honest with you. But I've got earplugs, I'll just chuck them in and it doesn't even matter. But even now it's getting so much cooler. The ants are gone away. The cockies are flying around trying to find somewhere to sit and brace through this. And I can already see in the distance just there some dark, ominous clouds coming through. I'm pretty keen. Weirdly enough, I'm pretty keen just to cool down, but just see what happens in the next couple of days. I don't want it to be as crazy as sort of they're predicting. Maybe 70% of that would be quite nice. But yeah, life in the van for 3 days. Am I gonna get absolutely batshit crazy or will I survive? Baking, eating, working, watching TV. 3 days, let's see how we go with it. Well, here it comes, about 2 hours later than expected, but it's perfect time for me. Dinner's in the oven, ready to get cooking. I'd be in the van now, starting to wind down anyway, getting close to 7 o'clock, and I can already feel how much the temperature's dropped. It's probably about 20 degrees right now, and it's just started to spit rain, enough to probably slowly start to get you inside, but I can already see in the distance, probably 15, 20 minutes, we'd be bunkered down. I can't wait. Here it comes, baby. This has to be one of my favourite campervan meals ever. Pesto pumpkin pizza with a whole slab of garlic bread. Healthy pizza, maybe not the healthiest with a whole slab of garlic bread, but I am happy as a pig in shit right now. Favourite meal, cricket's on, the rain just started to get heavier. I'm gonna sleep like an absolute baby tonight. Gut full of tucker, best meal, best white noise a man could ask for out in nature. I even baked some date loaf, so I'd have that for supper. I am living in luxury, baby, and I know it! That is me done for today. We've already had 31 mils of rain. It's just been so constant and it is so freaking nice to hear it hit the top of the van. I'm not sure if there's a much better van noise than this right here. I'm gonna sleep so well. I'll see you guys in the morning. This is so peaceful. I could sit here all day just drinking tea, looking outside, listening to this absolute therapy from nature. It was so funny last night. It rained all night apart from about 3:30. It stopped raining for a little while. I'm not sure how long, but it woke me up. It was so out of the ordinary and so different that it sort of woke me up. I had all the windows open because it was quite warm. But just to have that little break of that white noise, it sort of, what was that? Woke me up, and yeah, it was quite funny. But I slept so well. Even this morning waking up, I'm not a big person just to lay in bed, but to lay in bed and just, I can't describe the feeling so well.
it is just laying there so at peace and in the moment. There was no internet on, there was no music on, just nature and about 1,000 trucks driving past. But I got over that, that's fine. But today's plan is I need to get out for a walk at some point. I'm not a person that can sit in here all day. I've had to open the door and put the awning out. There's no wind, which is fantastic. So I can look outside, get a lot of fresh air. It is quite cold. I just had a look, it's 19 degrees, so it's a lot cooler than yesterday's 41. But go for a walk, do rehab on my knee from my ACL and do some editing. Hopefully get some uploads done. And that's pretty much ticking off those 3 things and eating healthy all day. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon the rain starts to die off. Monday morning we're looking at leaving. Who knows? But today, I've waited about 50 days for rain in South Australia. So I'm going to savour every moment. Man, this is so frustrating. I know camping is not about the internet, but I'm trying to get so much work done and trying to get so far ahead with this rainy day. Starling is just non-existent in this heavy rain. I've gone on the internet, I've gone on ChatGPT to find out, and yeah, people have said that it does happen a lot with the Mini in heavy rain. And last night it worked fine, but it wasn't heavy rain, where all this morning it has been absolutely shithouse. So I can't upload any videos this week, I can't get my website done, so I think I'm going to get some more editing done for next week's video, and hopefully it doesn't take me 2 days to do it. But yeah, it'd be nice just to get outside and go for a walk. My brain is already starting to get hemorrhaged just being in a small confined space, and this frustration isn't helping. I think it's time for lunch. Ah. Man, it is really chucking it down. It's been pretty constant from about 9:30 this morning, and it's now 2 in the afternoon. Just over there in the car park here, it is starting to flood. Nothing crazy or critical, but probably, another half a day of this sort of rain, it will breach and come over here. And even in front of me here, there's a creek, a make-believe creek that's just sort of formed up. It's taken all the water from that property all the way down to the road there, cutting across the road and going into the drain pipe. But it has been chucking it down. I can't even check the forecast because the forecast is out. I'm not sure if it's a sort of thing around here because my Starling is just basically non-existent and it's starting to frustrate that absolute crap out of me. Going a little bit batshit crazy, to be honest with you, because normally in the van, you're out doing what you love, the simplicity and minimalistic part of life, of van life, and you come back and think, shit, it's 7 o'clock, I've got to have dinner, I've got to do the nightly ritual. But now I think it's only 2 in the afternoon. It feels like I've lived a day and a half in this van. I've got a little bit batshit crazy, and it's doing my head in just a little bit, but this afternoon I still have to go for a walk, I still have to do my rehab, so hopefully that will get me through a couple of hours. But I've checked the forecast next 4 hours, and it says it's meant to slow down and stop, but I'm not sure when it was last updated, because it's not obviously reading out very accurate. But hopefully I just get an hour of little less rain, not no rain, but just a little less rain, to go out for a walk and explore, and just to get out for half an hour, come back, do my rehab. All right, we are out to explore. Look at that. That is Minipa, however you bloody say this town, swimming pool. I know there's a swimming pool here, but who needs one now when there's a free one just there right next to the railway tracks. But we are now out exploring. It is 4 o'clock and we're probably just over halfway through this storm rolling through. I've probably got about an hour or so break by the looks. The wind has picked up quite significantly, whatever that means, whether the next front's coming through, I'm not sure. But we have had 180 mils of rain today. Another 31 mils last night. It is like quadruple what we're expecting already. So hopefully tomorrow we get another downpour of like another 80, 90 mil. We're only expecting
30 to 40 mil tomorrow. But right now I just want to go for a walk around this town, however you bloody say it, just to stretch my knee out. It's getting really sore inside the van, and check what has happened around in this little town to see if it's flooded or it has survived. Yeah, right, that is insane. No bloody way. It is back. The rain is back, but it's okay. I'm about 200 meters from where the van is, and I got a 3.5 kilometer walk in, and I'm out of my batshit crazy mood, which is really good. And it's crazy how just a short walk, you can find energy from nowhere. Like today I was sitting there a bit bored, doing nothing. You get a bit tired, you get a bit restless. Come out for a walk and you've got this exuberant amount of energy. It makes you feel so much better. And I'm already keen to go back in the van. I'm fine to go back in there. The rain's gonna settle in for tonight and early tomorrow morning, and that is okay because that's what the conditions have dealt us. But tonight, knee rehab, burritos, and watch a movie and chill out, I reckon. And just listen to the rain smash down the roof again, and I'll sleep like an absolute baby. But the little town has done very well for 180 mils of rain. The railway down there is the lowest point, and pretty much the whole way across has just been pretty much flooded all the way through to the playground. So the houses are completely fine, and the gutters are completely fine too. So far, so bloody good. Here is our dinner for tonight. We have roasted potatoes with a Mexican bean mix, chickpeas, corn, and a little bit of leftover of kale store mix and nacho cheese, and I am dead set keen. Yum. Oh, now I have food coma. I'm gonna chill out, watch Two Broke Girls, because I have just binge watched it for the last couple of weeks and I'm absolutely loving it. And I think I might take tomorrow off filming and just chill out. It's a Sunday. I'll try to do nothing on a Sunday, and we're still expecting about 20 to 30 mil in the morning. So hopefully the afternoon gets better. Just go for a walk, because I have got a plan that I want to do, but it just depends how much rain we get. So hopefully that plan goes forward, and I'll see you guys then. But for now, chill out and good night. Good morning, legends. The day has come to leave the ultimate concrete crapper. That is right, we are leaving the concrete crapper campsite. Now, I've hung around for an extra day. Yesterday we got 20 mils of rain in the morning only. So it's been 24 hours right now since we've had any form of rain. Now, for two reasons I've hung around. One, there's a rock formation I really want to see about 8 or 9 kilometers from here, but it's on a dirt road. And secondly, most of the locations I'm going to on the Eyre Peninsula are on dirt road. So I'm not in any rush to get anywhere or do anything. So I think playing it safe, that extra day, a lot of people coming from, this goes all the way through to the Nullarbor, have come across and said the road was quite wet going another 20, 30K. So I thought, bugger it, why go? It's just more risk than reward. So I've hung around the ultimate concrete crapper to try and see location and wait for the roads to dry out. So let's get in the van now and see how far we can actually get. thought we've made it, and check this out. It might just be a big lump of rock, but it looks bloody cool. Check that out. I cannot wait to get out there and explore. Pack the bag and let's go over there. This is absolutely incredible and 100% worth waiting 4 days in torrential rain for. It's always been a trick of the brain being up here. There's all these puddles just scattered all the way through. It's probably 50 plus of them being up here because of all the rain we had. And it almost feels like I'm walking at a rocky outcrop close to a beach. There's no smell of the ocean and there's no waves crashing in. It's a real trick of the brain. But one thing I wished I camped here. I hummed and hawed to camp here. It's a little bit more expensive, but it would have been beautiful to see all the rain just washing off this rock. But I was a little bit afraid of the road coming in. And probably rightly so. It's now 4 days after the rain, obviously 24 hours after no rain, and the road's in still pretty good condition. So I think I would have been all right, but it would have cost me an absolute bomb to be out. It's 20 bucks a night to be out here. And I probably wouldn't want to spend 80 bucks for 4 days just to be out here in rain. So I'm not too disappointed. But now I want to walk up to the highest point, get the drone in the air to witness how beautiful this is in a complete desolate landscape. You get the Gawler Ranges over there. It just goes from this rock to flat to the Gawler Ranges. Incredible. Then I want to walk around the entire thing because even down here, it looks like a bit of a hidden gem back there because people just walk around this little section and then drive off. But this is absolutely bloody rip snorting. You can see all that black marking there over the last couple of days. All this rain would have been smashing down here. It would have been awesome to walk these same steps when the rain was coming down. Guarantee it wouldn't be as bloody hot as it is right now. I am absolutely drenched in sweat. It's a bit gross. But all those puddles at the top there must fill up, rush down. And I've always imagined seeing that in Uluru. I reckon it'd be one of the greatest sights to see in Australia. Such a barren landscape with water just teeming down. This would be a mini version, I guess, of that, not even close really, but still a really cool sight to witness, I think. This is an absolutely magnificent, truly remarkable place. I know it's just a rock, I totally get that. But it's more than that. It's so beautiful and so incredible, and in the middle of absolutely nowhere on the Eyre Peninsula. The Gawler Ranges are still about 60 k's away, where you expect this sort of stuff to be. This just lies in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I am so thankful to myself of what I put myself through for the last 300 days, sitting inside the van, 200 mils of rain, to just come out and experience this, because we choose this lifestyle of camper van to be outdoors, be in nature, not cooped up in the van. I ate healthy, done heaps of work, but I didn't get out and go for a walk and enjoy myself, which is what we choose this life for. So I'm so thankful to myself that I stayed around and got to witness this really incredible thing. And you have to add this onto your Eyre Peninsula road trip. It's just 20 kilometers off the main road. Come here for lunch, there's barbecues, there's benches there, there's toilets over there. What else could you ask for? 20 bucks a night, you can camp out here, watch the stars come over. Beautiful, how bloody good. But a lot of people I spoke to in the campsite there, everyone's heading to Western Australia. We are going to head now. I've got 200 kilometres to drive to Ceduna, to some of the most beautiful beaches on the western side of Eyre Peninsula. Everyone's chasing the warm weather, incredible beach in Western Australia. I totally get it, I totally get it, it's incredible. But you know what? I would take the remote, rugged, raw, desolate beaches in the Eyre Peninsula any day. Epic fishing, pristine beaches, camping all to myself, it is going to be incredible. So make sure to drop below and subscribe, because you are not going to want to miss a second of this series. As I said before, it is God's gift to South Australia. The whole place from Ceduna to Port Lincoln, epic fishing, epic beaches, and I'm gonna have an absolutely cracking good time. I want to take you guys along with me for every second of the journey. So make sure to subscribe, because you don't want to miss it. But guys, thankful for me to stick around to showcase this incredible place. The last 3 days has been difficult. Sitting inside, doing nothing. Diddly squat. But that happens sometimes, I totally get it. But guys, I'll see you on the next one, somewhere in the beautiful western side of the Eyre Peninsula. Ciao.